Hey guys, I'm Holly. This is Let's Wrestle Up Some Grub. Today we're going to be making chicken buffalo mac and cheese. Hi guys, so the first step to making this chicken buffalo mac and cheese is first boiling water. So I got some boiling water going. And once that's fully boiling, I will add the shells to it. So right now I'm going to start cutting up some chicken, and then I am going to fry it up. So right now what I'm doing is cutting out the fat off of the chicken. If you don't cut off the fat, it'll turn into a grizzle and it'll be hard meat to chew. So by cutting off the fat, I eliminate that. Alright, now I'm going to cut it up into thin sliced pieces. Just into small bite-sized cubes. As you can see, I'm just cutting it into thin slices right now, and then I will proceed to cube it. Right now I'm washing my hands so I get all that chicken guts off my hands so I'm not contaminating the other products. Alright, so right now I'm going to start cooking my chicken. So I've got it to like a medium-high temperature, and my water is almost boiling, so I will be adding noodles in soon. So I'm just stirring the chicken so it doesn't burn to the pot or anything. I'm just keeping it moving. So as you can see, some of the chicken is starting to turn white. That just shows that it's starting to cook. You don't want it to be a pinkish color. You want it to be more golden brown when it's finished cooking. White on the outside. You want to keep it cooking a little bit more. It'll start to have like a golden brown crust upon the outside of it. So it's getting there. It's going to take a couple more minutes and then it should be good. Alright, so water's now coming to a boil, so I'm now going to take my pasta and pour it into the boiling water. This pasta will take about 10 minutes till it's fully cooked. So I'm going to set my timer for 10 minutes. So I'm going to take and add some salt into my noodles. That keeps them from sticking and sometimes boiling over. Every once in a while, you are going to want to go ahead and just stir the pasta to make sure it doesn't stick to the pan and it doesn't stick together. So as you can see, the chicken is starting to brown up a little bit, and so it's almost ready. Now I'm gonna start to make the cheese sauce in a few minutes. Alright guys, so our chicken's cooking, our noodles are brewing, we've got our stuff cooking. I'm about to start making our cheese sauce that'll hold our whole meal together. So the first step is going to be melting this butter. This is 6 tablespoons of butter. And we're just going to melt that right up, and then once that's melted, we will be adding flour and milk. Alright, so chicken is now done. It's nice and golden brown, as you can see. So we're going to pull that off so it doesn't keep cooking. And now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to be adding 6 tablespoons of flour to my butter. If you don't want to measure out 6 tablespoons, it is only 1/3 of a cup. I'm going to do each of the tablespoons, and you want to be whisking this too so it doesn't all just burn up. So I've added 3 total so far. I'm going to turn the heat down, and I'm going to continue adding in my flour. Alright, so the next step we're going to be adding to our cheese is 3 cups of milk. We're going to add this to our butter and flour. When we are adding in our milk, we want to make sure that we are constantly whisking it. Alright, and then we're going to continue to constantly whisk this stuff until it becomes a thickened paste. It will start bubbling and thicken up. so our timer is now going off for the noodles, so we are going to shut off the back burner and come over to the sink, and we're going to drain our noodles into that. Now do be careful when pouring your noodles so you don't get steam burned. And then we're just gonna pour some hot water in there so they don't stick together as much. Alright, and then we've been stirring over here for about 3 minutes. And we've got 4 more minutes, and then we will be adding some pepper and some cheese. Alright, so now that I have stirred my sauce, you can tell it's a little bit thicker when I stir it. I am going to be adding in just a pinch of pepper, and then I'm going to mix that in real quick, and then pour in 2 cups of Monterey Jack cheese, and I will be stirring that in, and then after I stir this in, I will add in 2 cups of cheddar cheese. Alright, so Monterey Jack cheese is starting to melt. Now I'm going to come over here and measure up 2 cups of the cheddar cheese. Alright, so add this in, and then we will stir until there are no more cheese clumps. So as you can see, I am still stirring the sauce. The cheese does take a while to melt, but you can see as it's starting to melt a little bit. I've been stirring for probably about 5 minutes, and it's starting to slowly be melting. I have it on about medium temperature so it'll melt, but you don't want it to start burning, so. Alright, so our cheese sauce is coming up and it's all ready. So I'm going to go back over to the sink and grab my noodles and put them back in their pot. And then I'm going to come back over here, add in my chicken. And I'm going to pour in my cheese sauce. Notice I have not yet added in the buffalo sauce. I tend to do that right on the end when I'm going to eat it, so I can adjust it to everyone's flavor. So I will not be adding in the buffalo sauce. Alright, so we just finished up our buffalo chicken mac and cheese. I'm Holly, this is Russell from Grub.